Hey everyone, welcome back to Shug Alan's Travel Channel.
So you came to us to see a behind the scenes of the kitchen area on Ovation of the Seas. You came to the right place. We're going to show you where they make all this wonderful, delicious food. You guys ready? You guys hungry? I'm hungry. You hungry?
I'm hungry.
She's a snacker. She's always hungry. All right, let's go check it out. Come on.
Okay. All right, this is where we're going to start off our behind the scenes tour that we were invited to from Royal Caribbean. Hi. Good morning.
Morning.
We will start from deck number 4, okay? We're going to this. You find him? Ini ada apa? Ini sama ini. Everybody okay with the stairs?
Yeah.
Alright, we will climb one deck up. Please hold the handles and watch your step and take your time, everyone.
Feel like we're getting in the way?
Take your time, everyone. Take your time. Alright. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Take your time. Everybody already on the deck 4?
Yes.
Well, kitchen will be a little bit noisy as we just finishing the breakfast operations and staff is still doing the cleaning and we're going to open for the lunch. So it's going to be noisy. If any given time you don't hear my voice, please let me know. Okay, so I can put my voice a little bit louder. And we're going to be this way so you can see what's going on. So on Ovation of the Seas, basically we are above 4,900 counts of the guests, and as well as that we have above 1,500 count of crew. In the same time, 262 crew members is in charge of the culinary operations, and 377 is coming from the restaurant division. However, we work together in such a way to make the operations run smooth behind the scenes. And as you don't see much equipment in the dining room or in the restaurant area, but behind the scenes, it's very dangerous zone where the fire can be created at any given time. So in the same time, all the crew members and the staff here, we are very well trained how to operate all the fire extinguishers, also the fire horse. The reason why, because in the same time we are not going to wait for the fire team to come here and 5-7 minutes away. That is can be going the ship in the back of the ship itself, and we are not able to relocate you in that time. So we have to relocate you from this point where we stand, including your cabin, including the windjammer, including the suite lounges, and also 270 out of this area in 3 minutes time. So in 3 minutes time, if you relocate all your emergency stations to the middle, if the fire is in the back. That's the reason why that I opened the fire doors in the beginning. This is, we are also accommodated by 6 fire doors where can hold the fire a little bit longer. Cannot strike anywhere, okay? And then in the same time, the metals is normally like 95% kitchen area is made from the metals. The reason why, because of this one is can hold the fire better than the plastics. However, some of the equipment like the cover plates and some of the serving items is made from the plastics. It can easily burn any given time. Now we're going inside, yeah? this is one of the example or one of the substations where Ovation of the Seas we have four main dining room in the back of the ship. It consists of two in deck number 3 and the other two is deck number 4. Where all of us operated in 5 o'clock sitting, and then after that we have 7:30 for deck number 3 and 6:30 for my time dining for deck number 4. In the same time, we are accommodating more than 1800 in one time sitting in both decks. So in twice, we can calculate easily around 3,600 to 3,800. It depends on the flow. It's out of the windjammer, out of the specialty dining as well in the same time. And then the area we stand right now is our main galley, where the operations all done on this side of the ship, where we're going to transport all the food items to the windjammer, solarium, Cafe 270, Cafe Promenade, and Sorrento's as well. And then in the same time, everything has been designed in such a way that the chef is determining the 3 different colors of scarf. Where the yellow color is new hire or new royals, where he or she might work with other company or other hotel and base, but he or she never worked with Royal Caribbean yet. As soon as she finish or he finish with the contract, and he will turn the scarf become blue color. The length of the contract is between retention of 7 to 9 months contract with times of around 8 weeks to 16 weeks off for them. After the blue scarf getting promoted in several contracts or he are able to become supervisor, it's a color red. It means he's in charge. So he need to deploy the manpower as well, at the same time need to follow the recipe at all given time. So basically the chef on board is not making the recipe, we just follow the recipe what is the head office sent to us. Now we're going to the main area over there, okay? It's hot item, you know this one? Hot. Everyone. Watch your step, wet floor, okay? You might keep on moving on this side. Thank you. Wet floor, be careful, take your time. Watch your step. Everybody can come inside so you can see me. Margaret, anybody there? No more? Last. So on this part of the kitchen, we have our main pastry, where we are make the production for the desserts all over the ship, including the crewmates, including the coastal kitchen and the specialty dining for your chops, grills, Izumi, Wonderland, Cafe Promenade for your 24/7, and Cafe 270 for your light snack and windjammer marketplace for the desserts in the main line as well. So this is how the chef basically make. They will make a preparation in such a way, and each person over here is in charge for each restaurant. Like this lady in charge for the specialty dining, and the other gentleman also, and that one in the back is in charge for the special preparations. Either it's gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free, or also sweet-free as well. That's why she never smile over there. It's my best friend because most of the time in the number 1 I don't have any pre-order, so I contact her. It's a lot of interesting item in front of you, but please don't take any one of them, okay? So in the productions of around 22,000 pieces of eggs to 24,000 pieces of eggs, this is a small area that is operated in 24/7, divided in 3 shifts. And that much egg in 22,000 pieces is made from 1 chicken. The chicken is already gone now. So in the back side over there is our manual oven that is utilized for the baking purpose and slow cooking ovens. However, it's also extremely hot. In the right side is our automatic oven is for the bakery people. That is also extremely hot, but it's quick and faster. Now we're going to go there so we can see more items. Yeah? And below you there is all the ingredients, all the sugars. That's the ovens. How is the ovens is already cooked and done the operation or done the cooking? It sounds like that. I will explain you the ovens later in deck number 3. You might a little bit on this side because it's very hot. It's around 360 degrees. Oh, fresh bread. Yeah. So this is our main bakery where your danishes, your croissants, your bread rolls in the morning, also the bread in the Winjaman, bread stick in the Winjaman, and some focaccia bread also for the sandwiches in the coconut and 270 is made from here. And as you see, 85% of the bread's production is done on board. However, some of the bread is coming from outside, like the sliced bread or the toast. We are pre-order that one because it can be minimized the operations of the productions. In the same time, we are using at least 15,000 to 19,000 pieces of bread in every single day. Where these 4 gentlemen here in the day shift and another 4 in the night shift. And another one is the lead where he also eats for 24/7 on this area. So basically after the dough is done, after mixing and then they reform it in the sheet pan, we'll place in the trolley and in such a way the trolley will go inside to the baking oven. And the baking oven later I will explain you in deck number 3 how it operates. It's including also the bacon cooking. And after it's finished, it will be sound like the one we just heard a while ago.
That's right. Oh, you okay? There we go.
Cooking done again. Careful, yeah? Not play.
Here, come over here. Over here. Hold up.
The mixing equipment where in one-time mix is around 300 to 320 pounds in one-time mixing. And then after the mixing done, the dough will be rest. After rest, then the chef will measure the dough and then we'll put it here to make a small pieces of the bread.
Yeah.
We're going to show you everyone how we will make a 36 pieces of bread. So I will request you to move on this side so you can see the show, yeah? To this side. is not done, but we just want to see how actually it's working with the things. It's going to be very fast working in order around 3,000 pieces of bread rolls running daily basis. One of the reasons why the chef didn't use the glove on this area because it's still raw. It's still cooking process. It still will take a long time again to make sure the bread will be cooked properly. So the bacteria from the hand will be killed in the oven. But we want that done already with the sanitation and also hand washing and every 20 seconds out of this area. I need to open creeper.
Good morning. This is the bakery in the main bakery. In this bake food. So each and every day we are producing package to be 2,000 rolls. How many hours? How many pounds? Every day we are using the 1,800 to 2,000 pounds plus for the operation. It depends on the day. If it is 4 days, we are using 1,800 to 2,000. If it is 3 days, we are using 250 to 3,000 pounds. Because all of the guests are having on board. The 4th day, the most of the guests go outside, take some special food from the outside. So basically, we are using, regularly using is 2,500. So today is different. So how we make the 13,000 to 15,000 bread rolls on board. In the day shift, we are working only 4 persons, and the night shift, they are working in a 5 persons. So total 9 persons working in a bakery. So only 4 persons, how fast they can make the bread roll. I just show you, my dough is not yet ready. I don't know, it's becoming little bit of unshaped. Sometimes it's coming in a square shape. Just I try.
5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
This is our divider machine. You cut the divide, the dough
Yes.
by the wing machine and keep it in the pot there. Keep it for the 15 to 20 minutes for the knock back. So after knock back, we give the shape and we put it in just like the sheet pan, arranging in a sheet pan, and then we put it for the cooking. Finally, we take. Before bake, this is your cheese roll. So we spray the egg wash, we put the cheese on top, and put for the baking. So this is how we very fast make the 13,000.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Thank you, chef. Thank you, chef.
Wow.
Well, now we are moving to other place.
That was crazy.
Yes, now we see how those little perfect shaped cheese bread rolls are.
Yeah, what, 5 seconds you said?
5 seconds. Hey everyone, sorry for the interruption.
We want to take this moment to quickly invite you to subscribe. And if you're feeling really adventurous, consider becoming a member. If you're watching this on a TV, you can scan this QR code right over here next to Shug's pretty face. Now back to the entertainment. Morning.
So now you feel the difference of the temperature between deck 4 and deck number 3. Deck 4 mostly is more warmer, and then is most of the item also hot. Especially in this front counter, that is extremely hot. So this front counter basically we turn off all the equipment because it's not in use or not in operations. So this is basically where we store all our hot plates. And if you feel the below counter is cold enough, not really hot, but I mean like, but the plate is burning. It's extremely hot. That's the reason why when you order steak medium rare become medium, when you order steak medium become medium well, because in the same time the steak is still having a cooking process. The time is played in the plates, and then it takes time transportation from the kitchen to the dining room. If the traffic is stuck, that's the time that the food temperature of the steak is going to become medium to medium well, medium rare to medium. But however, my staff is very well trained. They can move very fast because in the operation during the dinner, here is like supermarkets. Everything is already well organized. Once the ticket in their hands, the chef will give them a green light. And they will put the food item to the trolley and they will run. But they are not running alone. They are running together with 101 another assistant waiter. So it's very, very busy, extremely busy. As you see, that's the one in deck 4. It's only few of them, maybe only 6 to 8% there still remain left for the cleaning. So tonight's menu will be Taste of Caribbean and consists of a pork chop and then Caribbean chicken, half chicken, and then garlic tiger shrimp and also coconut shrimp. Some of the pork chop the chef already been cooked now because later they will run like not remember what to run. So preparation done in the daily basis. So in the night, the executive chef, after receiving the data from the previous day or previous cruise that they have done, so putting the requisitions, and one of the chef in charge of the section will go down to the provision area in deck number 2, where we are not going there because of your safety reason. There is forklift and a bigger trolley is on operations as well. I don't want somebody get injured and hurt because I'm not allowed to bring you over there. If ever somebody need to go past through deck number 2, we normally have this all-access tour where the security also involved and together with the staff captain too. So that's also the ovens, automatic ovens, where I will explain you over here. It's the same one in the bakery that we have here. Everyone, you can come closer so you can see what's going on with the bakery and pastry cooking item. So basically now they are cooking chicken in the inside of this oven. And upstairs this devices is used for the bakery, also for the pastry desserts that we see earlier. So there is a manual cooking and automatic cooking. This machine we are imported all the way from German, and then it's all the language. Somehow we already translated in English, but some of the language is still in German. So Auto Chef, the menu will ask you and question you on which item that you're going to cook. Either it's meat, poultry, fish, baking, supplementals, vegetables, even sweet desserts and rice. Because it's designed why it's also rice, because crew member eating rice in the crewmates, yeah? We don't have a French fries like you have. Sometimes we have twice in a week or 3 times in a week. chef recognize our hard work, then they will put special food as well. So for example, we will cook chicken now. So chicken will press in the poultry. Different type of chicken animals is showing. What kind of poultry that you're going to cook. Chicken, turkey, duck, other poultry, goose, and all the poultry itself. And we're going to cook the chicken. It's going to ask you which cut of the chicken is going to cook. It's a vegan, it's already in German now, but I cannot understand it all. So this is how chicken I say it already. So once it's pressed, the item that you choose, it will be loaded, and temperatures, and then the time cooking, and the water level on this equipment needed is already automatic process, and just start the cooking process start. But somehow, if you are not satisfied with the temperature that is set, there is also when you swipe to the left, there is another steps that you can adjust as well. And here is the blower to make sure the steam is not goes to the fire detector and not creating any problem. Because once this one the steam goes out, it's beeping like emergency signal as well, and the fire team start coming here by the security itself to check what's happening. As I mentioned, if the fire is happening in the kitchen, we're not going to wait for anyone. We have to take action immediately because for your safety and also for my crew safety. Alright, now we're going to the cook station for the soup here. This is the bread for your onion soup.
Morning.
Earlier, the chef on board is following all the recipes in daily basis. That is one of the example of the recipes what they have to cook in daily basis. So if you want to have some soup back home, you can take a picture, okay, but don't share to anyone. So here equipment, either is square equipment or round equipment, this is all the stove. This is a huge and mass cooking stove for the soup and also for the sauce. So basically on that side, this chef in charge for the sauce, he's cooking all the red wine, also the apple cider and also the cognac as well at the same time to make some sachet for the sauce. And on this slide, we're cooking for the soup. So we have lentil soup, we have mushroom soup, we have potato soup, and some of the equipment still in cooking, but I don't know what they are cooking. So most of the alcohol as well is here stored in the back, like there in the pan. But however, the chef is not allowed to drink the alcohol, just tasting, yeah? But I don't know how much they will taste. Maybe one glass, maybe one bottle. God knows, because there is no camera here. Yeah, people tasting and tasting. Chef, can you explain how you make your sauce, please?
Hello, my name is Alvin. In charge is sauce cooker and the supervisor, chef department. Every day, I'm in charge in the all sauce all over the plate. White sauce, tomato sauce, gravy, pepper sauce, every sauce I make. Even the stew in Windjammer, I'm the one who's making this one. For example, I'm making the braised oxtail for tonight in Windjammer. All the stew. We make this one every morning on the scratch. Fresh tomatoes, red wine reduction for the gravy also. Then peppercorn. This one, we don't drink this one, don't believe this guy. We're only using this one for the red wine reduction for the gravy also. Peppercorn also. This one I'm preparing the jerk seasoning because we have a Caribbean night tonight, right? This is the jerk sauce for your leg pork. I'm preparing this one, I need to taste it first. Now I send to the service before. So I need to approve if this is good. Every morning we have a tasting outside.
put all the items outside and then sous chef or executive, they will taste it before we pan out. So everything is good. I hope you enjoy your ship tour today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, chef. That wine is available in the wine list, yeah? That is
Hi.
Celeste? Celeste? Alright, we're going out. Thank you, chef.
Enjoy the ship tour.
Thank you.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
So this is more or less tonight's menu that the chef will offer, and this is how the chef will present and make a meeting before the dinner or before the operations. So the lunch operations that we have, basically the chef already having the meeting in the morning. And this one later around 2:30 to 3 o'clock, the chef will start preparing some of the items just to make sure that they are following the recipe. Just for example, is also mentioned in recipe. In one sheet like this, it will be more than 3 layers of the pages, because it will be explained the chef on what and how they cook. Like for example, tonight we have a tofu and avocado salad. So in diced tofu is 2.5 ounce, and diced avocado 3.2 ounce, and grated tomato half is like 1 ounce, or some pieces they already also write. And my maple soy dressing and toasted sesame seeds on how many that they have to put is already also right. Including the allergens is also to familiarize with the chef which is preparing the item. It's including how the cut of the tomato or the tofu as well as the avocado is also explained here in detail. So this is like step-by-step cooking process for each one. So basically in the soup station that we just visit, also the chef cooking the black French onion soup, and even is written down in the menu beef savory beef broth, but it consists of 3 different alcohol. So it consists of red wine, and then cognac, and then also apple cider, and Gruyere cheese, provolone, and grated parmesan on top of it. So it's not alcohol-free soup, yeah, this one. But somehow, when the alcohol has been cooked, the alcohol gets reduced, and the alcohol concentration is gone. But if anyone not alcohol friendly, I'm not going to suggest you to have black French onion soup. The lentil soup, yes, is alcohol-free, is also vegan. And as I mentioned in the bakery earlier, some of the items they get it from outside, including this bun. This bun for the Asian style pork tacos later in the night. The bun is retrieved from outside, it's somehow already folded. Because in old days, when we are serving this kind of pork tacos, we having this metal M platers that is called this bun. But now, from shore side, they have already folded, and it's just cut in the middle and fill up the fillings, and it's faster for the operations as well. And now it's become tender. Before we make it homemade on board, and the bun sometimes is tough when it's getting too much heat under the salamander. So also there in the back, the chef also have to understand on which day they have training. It's also calculated count of the guests as well in the future courses and current courses. And also the training that they have to attend on which day that we stand. And also the schedule for them as well is posted. So based on that iPad, the food waste and also the count that we have in daily basis, that how much production we need in daily basis, we will shipping it in the same time. And if you wonder how long the chef working and also my staff, in the daily basis my staff in the sea day, and also the chef working 10 to 11 hours, some of them maybe 12 hours, including myself. And it's 7 days a week, and then it's straight 6 to 7 months for my staff, and 7 to 9 months for the chef staff, without day off. But you can recognize them by the survey. That's the time that one team, like including the head waiters, managers, waiters, assistant waiters, and also the culinary operation team, they can get 3 to 4 hours off in one of the port that they like, either it's Cabo or Ensenada. But we cannot give them in LA, because LA we have to turn the ship 4,600, 4,900 gone, another one coming up, okay? And that is a quick operations. All right, we have to get over.
Yeah. Makes me want lunch.
That smells good.
So this is how the lunch operations will be, how it's going to be started. Some of the things is already played because this, we open normally 15 to 10 minutes earlier than the time operations. And then in the same time, the chef have no time to prepare the time exactly the time open. So based on the United States public health, the preparation can be done 30 minutes or half an hour in advance before operation time. And then the discard time is also 30 minutes after the operation time, which is consists of 4 hours. After 4 hours, the food we're not going to use it again or we're going to recycle now. We're going to discard straight, including the milk. So once the food item out from the fridges or out from the holding item equipment, the temperatures can be dropped down. So the temperatures between 41 degrees to 150 degrees Fahrenheit is considered as a danger zone, where the bacteria can grow any given time. And then that can create illness to every one of us, and we don't want that time. Okay? And then for the safety reason, if the food temperature is dropped down or going warm for the milk or dairy or whatever cold item, we're going to discard that item. And we're going to say ciao below to the item, okay? We're not going to use it. And this is how the dishwashers take more operated. On deck number 4, you feel the heat because this machine, when it's turned on, when it's not in standby mode, is around 370 degrees. So can wash all the plates, but not for the glass. If we put glass on that machine, the glass will all break. And then the chain, it will be stuck. The glass, we have a smaller washer, which only around 200 to 150 degrees only. It's only warm. And then the chemical also, we store it not in the kitchen, because during the busy operations, the staff not paying attention, the chemical spill can be dangerous, and some chemical can be burned. For example, in port bleach, when they meet each other, it creates heat. When the heat hits the clothes, it can be burned. I have one example, my pants is just flushed. It's turning red because it's burning chemical. But I don't want to change because this company give me.
All right, Shug, what'd you think of that tour?
I loved it. L-O-V-E-D-D-D. Loved.
Did she spell that right?
Do you guys hear me pronounce loved?
Okay, that means she liked it.
Yes.
So, all right, what do you give that one?
I give it a 5.
Okay, that's like a no-brainer. I give it
Yeah.
a 5. I give it a 10 if I can give it a
Woo,
10.
agree.
Yeah, that was an incredible tour. The gentleman that did the tour was, obviously very informative. He works here and he's a person in rank, but just great, good personality, good sense of humor. We really enjoyed it.
Definitely.
So thank you, Royal Caribbean, for inviting us on this tour. We really appreciate it. And on to our next adventure.
Yes.
Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button.
Yes.
And we'd like to thank all of our members. We really appreciate you, our adrenaline junkies, Victoria Jackson and Miss Behavin'. All right, now we'll see you on our next adventure.